what's up, everybody? Sending some love and positive vibes your way, especially if you need them today. Today we're drinking some watermelon Red Bull, and today is day 2 of accepting 100 straight DoorDash offers on Earn by Time as a Platinum driver. I have my daughter Kyrie as my helper again today. She was the one that volunteered out of all the kids. So when we went online, we immediately paused so that we could go get her some crayons and a coloring book, and for me to pick up my drinks, and she got a drink as well. So we were on pause for about 20 minutes. And so, of course, I will factor that in because we weren't working. Our first offer is from 3 margaritas. It's for 7 miles. And 3 margaritas on Earn by Time. I'm okay with that. So let's go get it and hopefully make some good money today. So that order ended up being a pretty good dollar to mile ratio. It was like $16.84 for like 7 miles, right? But one of the great things about delivering out in the boondocks, I'm sure you can hear the sarcasm in my voice, is about once a week I get one of these roads that you just saw, where it's a 2-way road, but it's 1 lane. And this one was like half gravel, half dirt, half pavement. I know you can't have 3 halves, but you get what I'm saying. And every time I get one of those orders, I just hope and pray that there's nobody coming the other way, because when that does happen, man, it's nerve-wracking. But thankfully, nobody was coming the other way, so it was fine. It was still sketch, but it was fine. Then we waited a while, about 15 minutes for our next offer. Now I know that I am technically supposed to accept 100 straight offers on Earn by Time. I did decline this offer, however. Hopefully you guys will give me a little leeway. As you guys know, I have a bum hand, and it was a Parts Authority offer. And I had to unassign from the last one that we did because it was an extra large, extra heavy item. Now, it didn't say that on this offer. However, I've done many Parts Authority orders, and that was the first time I'd ever heard it do that. And there's lots of times where I'm getting like disc pads the rotors, which, are like 40, 50 pounds. It's a little bit above my 1 pound weight limit, and I'm not going to ask my daughter to help me carry, 50 pound rotor. And you can't see what the item is. I tried, so I just declined it. Hopefully you guys will give me a little leeway. I can't accept those orders. It's doctor's orders, 1 pound strict limit on this. So we did decline it. And until my hand is fixed or healed, I will decline any Parts Authority orders. Hopefully you guys don't think it taints the challenge. So our next offer that we did take, it was KFC. I believe it was like 5.2 miles. Do you want to show them?
Yeah.
She's been working hard on her coloring book. She's very proud of it. So yeah, KFC, 5.2 miles. Hopefully we don't get any more of those like 15-minute breaks. I want to be pumping these orders out. So let's go get this KFC and on to the next. All right, so we've been trucking along. It's been about probably an hour and a half since you last saw me. We're running about a $20-ish an hour rate right now. And we're about to come up on the dinner rush, so hopefully that $20 an hour bumps up a little bit. We're not doing too bad. So this next offer is Little Caesars, and it's 7.5 miles, I believe. So until something interesting happens, or in a couple hours, I'll see you again. Well, I wasn't expecting to see you guys again so soon, but this order is a 14-mile delivery all the way out to Eureka. And I have decided that if it prompts me to switch zones, I am going to, because we still have about 3.5 to 4 hours that we're going to be dashing. You know, when it's at the end of my shift, I normally won't switch zones, but since we have so much left to do, I'd rather just hope I get lucky and get an order out there that brings us back over here, or we'll just DoorDash out there. I do believe the Eureka area, it's like $14.25. It's a little bit less per hour, but again, I really don't want to drive 14 miles back. You know, that's a 28-mile round trip for, you know, probably a $3 or $4 tip. So let's go pick up this Dairy Queen and see what Eureka has to offer us. So that ended up being one of our worst, that ended up being our worst offer yet. It was not worth it. If you don't even count in the round trip, it already wasn't worth it. It was like $12 for 14 miles. We were not prompted to switch zones. I think I was still probably about 5 or 6 miles outside of the Chesterfield zone, which Eureka is a part of. So I just decided to drive back. So then when you factor in the 14-mile drive back, $12 for 28 miles really is not worth it. But sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles on Earn by Time. And as fate would have it, we're right back at that Dairy Queen. So it is 5 o'clock. It is right at the start of the dinner rush. Let's hope things pick up and hopefully stay in our zone. So that last delivery was a no-tip order. I usually get about one of those per Earn by Time shift, so the fact that we made it so far into the shift without getting one was actually kind of crazy. Our next offer is from Panda. I didn't see the miles. I was, driving on the highway. I just screenshot it, right? I'm not trying to look at the miles. We only got a couple more orders to go. Kyrie's getting tired. It's nearing the end of our shift, so we'll do this one, at least one more, maybe two, depending on how much time the next one takes. So I think we've been doing pretty good today. Let's go get it and get these last few orders banged out. All right, so this will be our last delivery of the shift. It's right around the time I want to wrap up anyways, plus my little helper has been exhausted, and we're going to wrap things up and go get her some ice cream for being such a trooper. It's a 10.4 mile delivery from Panera. I'd say about 4 or 5 of those miles was getting back to a zone, so take that into consideration, I guess. All in all, I don't think it was that bad a day. I think it was pretty decent. I won't know till I go over to the final numbers. But day 2 of accepting 100 straight offers on Earn by Time as a platinum driver is over. So on to day 3 after this delivery. So let's pick this up, deliver it, go over the numbers, and until we dash again, have a good one, guys.